What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Baby Boy, back at it again with another one. Bald head reveal. If you're new to the channel, what we're going over is typically related to streetwear and sneakers. This is actually part 2 of my trends, so you guys really liked the last trends video I did. So I wanted to quickly add in a few more trends that I've been seeing. It's been a while since that, and I think 2021 is gonna be full of streetwear trends and things like that. I'm not gonna say I am an expert in this area by any means, but come join me as I try and navigate these waters and figure out what's dripping, what's drowning, what's fresh, what's not. But yeah, speaking of sneakers and streetwear, today we're actually going to be going over 8 trends in streetwear for 2021, things I've been noticing. I'll tell you my opinions on it, but these are things I've definitely been seeing on like archive pages, just like fit pick pages and things like that. Before we do that, if you could like and subscribe. Guys, I've really been noticing, based on my numbers, a lot of you aren't subscribed. Majority of my audience is not subscribed. So you guys could smash subscribe, smash like, it would be doing me a huge favor. Before we get into the content, we always do a fit check. So I'm gonna roll some tape, check out the fit check. So today what I'm rocking is actually it's a vintage Disney hat. It's actually Mickey Mouse Golf. As you can see, it says 4 there. I'm wearing a round 2 Mercedes-Benz sweater. I'm wearing Arc'teryx hiking pants. So that will kind of come into play in a little bit in the video here. And then I've got the Craft Gray Air Force One load. Let me know what you guys think of the fit into the streetwear trends. So the first trend I do want to talk about, and it kind of relates to the fit pick, was hiking gear in general. Arc'teryx is the hiking pants I'm wearing, but what we've been seeing a lot of is a mixture of like hiking and streetwear. And I think this kind of taps into like the whole aesthetic of tech wear a little bit. What we've been seeing is like straight up hiking jackets or hiking pants or hiking boots being thrown together with Carhartt workwear or things like that. I think a few brands that are doing really well lately are Arc'teryx, obviously. Patagonia has been a staple in my closet for a long time, but it's gravitating away from the cinchilla or the fleece stuff and going more towards like just heavy tech wear, Anoraks, waterproof stuff like that, Marmot, really anything that is an established hiking brand, probably LL Bean, even like stuff like that. I know for footwear, Solomon's a really big one. Hoka One One has a really nice hiking aesthetic. But yeah, I actually give this trend a thumbs up. I think it's pretty cool. I think when people do pull this one off, it's pretty drippy. I don't know about getting a full hiking fit off, but I mean, some of your favorite YouTubers out there probably rock this full hiking fit. It's a good way to get off like unique pieces where you would normally see something that's a hoodie you can throw on an anorak or a waterproof jacket or something like that. Makes it a little bit more fresh. The second trend I'm seeing is varsity jackets. Don't get me wrong, varsity jackets are something we have seen for a very long time. I mean, this has been a trend since like the 80s, but I feel like more recently it has been a trend in streetwear. I feel like we've seen a boom in varsity jackets. I give this trend a thumbs up as well. This is dope because a lot of these jackets you can actually just find at a thrift store or secondhand, things like that. Go on eBay, check it out. You can find a lot of varsity jackets, and designers are also playing into this too. A lot of designers are making their own look on the varsity jacket, which I think is dope. I mean, people are getting really creative with it. You know, you can even have your old high school varsity jacket, use that. You know, going to the thrift store growing up, I used to see these all the time. Now you will never see these because this is kind of a hotter item right now. I think varsity jackets really elevate a streetwear fit. It's getting a little played out at this point, but I still think it's pretty good, so I give that one a thumbs up. For my next trend, we're talking about aging. The difference between like a vintage piece and an aged piece is that an aged piece is not vintage at all. It's almost like passing as vintage. I don't really know how to feel about this. To be honest with you, I do think it's kind of corny. The reason being is that I think you should be able to wear your clothes enough or beat them up or distress your clothes to the point where you yourself can wear it and it gets the aesthetic you want. But when it comes to aging, we're actually seeing services, people on Instagram selling Jordan 1s, maybe like a 2017 Royal or 2016 Royal, aged to look like an 85 Jordan 1. I think it's creative, but something about it is just corny to me. People who actually have the 85s or the 86 Jordan 1s, those are truly vintage shoes. It's kind of like when somebody does a reprint of a Pink Floyd t-shirt or Led Zeppelin t-shirt or something like that. You're trying to kind of bring that aesthetic without it actually having that vintage value. But I can't really hate on it. I'm into vintage things, so I understand trying to get that aesthetic. Aging clothing is just like, we see this in some like black hoodies. You'll see like they're kind of like sun stained were naturally aged, but they were really manufactured in the year 2021. I'm a little iffy on it. I mean, I think it's relatively creative and it's still pretty dope. If that's something you're into, then go right ahead. The next trend we're talking about is, so I wanted to talk about like shaping when it comes to like gendered clothing. I'm not gonna get too PC with this. I'm not trying to come for any community, anything like that. Please leave me alone. What I'm trying to say is that it seems like the shapes of men and women clothing, men's and women's clothing in streetwear is kind of becoming one and the same. So you could damn near see a chick and a guy wearing the exact same outfit, and that's kind of where streetwear is going, it feels like. Everything is looser, it's more comfortable, and the fits can go really either way. We got dudes dressing like Hillary Clinton, and then we got chicks looking like the third member of G Unit or something like that. So I think it's really, I think this is a dope trend. This is definitely a trend we've been seeing in streetwear. Guys and girls aren't really dressing that different, and I think that's something that's dope, because any dope outfit you see, you can pretty much replicate it, whether it's on a guy or a girl. Let me make sure there are only 3 members of G Unit. Oh, I forgot about Tony Yayo. Wait, is it Young? There's 4 of them. Might be. Are there 5 of them? How many G Units are there? Next up, I want to talk about cream laces. So I know if you follow any archive pages or anything like that, I used to see this on the archive page Young Starbeam all the time. It's cream laces in like Jordans or really any like shoe to make it look more vintage. So this kind of ties in with aging. Instead of having a straight white lace, you would put a cream lace in like, say, a Jordan 5 metallic, or you'll see them in 4s a lot. And it kind of makes them look a bit more aged, older. It adds a different vibe. Honestly, I think this trend is corny at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did buy the cream laces. I tried them out in a pair of bread toes and it just didn't look right. You see this mostly in like metallic 5s for some reason. Like every pair of metallic 5s you'll see nowadays is with cream laces in it. I don't get it. I know cream is a really hot color right now, but I think this is really overdoing it when it comes to the sneaker. This trend's a little bit corny and played out to me at this point, but I feel free to try it out if that's your thing. The next one is distressed denim and customization. I give this a big thumbs up. When it comes to distressing denim, I think that we were really getting it wrong a few years ago. Like when you get a pair of jeans from American Eagle and it's already got holes in it, I don't think that looks good, but I'm really feeling when kids get a pair of old jeans and they make it completely their own. I think that's really dope. Whether it be like putting your good old hole in the knee, messing with the hem to make it more of a cropped look, undoing the hem to make them a bit longer, putting paint on them. There's really so many options you can do with like customizing denim. I give this a big thumbs up. I think this is a great way to get creative with things you probably already have, so you don't have to go out and buy, you know, a designer denim just because they splattered paint on it. You can go get a, you know, little tube of paint for $3 and then make your own distressing. So I think this is a really dope trend. Something I might be getting into as well. I've actually never rocked like painted denim with paint splatter, so I might be getting into that. Stay tuned for that video. The next trend we're talking about is tote bags. So I know this isn't exactly like super new for 2021. Tote bags have been something that have been gaining in popularity, but I just want to take a second and like look around, guys, because it hasn't always been like this. Like before, a few years ago, it was all about like the Supreme backpack. When I was in high school, it was all about like your messenger bags, your chrome bag, Timbuktu bag, and now it's kind of like the super chill like tote bag, like just a over the shoulder bag, whether you're a guy or a girl. Again, going with that kind of gender fluidity. It still looks dope. I give this trend a thumbs up. I'm still kind of on the crossbody a little bit. I might be getting into the tote bag. It just reminds me too much of like a Whole Foods employee at this point, but I think tote bags are a pretty good look. They're a nice accent to an outfit, pretty decent accessory as well, so I give that one a thumbs up for sure. The final one is, it's not really a new trend, but it seems like it's been revived a little bit, is color blocking. Anytime you like go on or TikTok or Instagram and you're watching reels or anything like that, if you're into fashion, it seems like you get like 10 of these a day where it's some kid telling you which color combinations look best together. And I think this is dope because it really makes it easier to coordinate your closet. Before, it was more about, like a few years ago, everything was hype. It was all about hype beast, hype, everything hype. Nowadays, it's more about what you can do with your pieces. It's not about the pieces themselves, it's about how you color block them together to get a fit off. I think that's super dope. Drippy, drippy, drippy. Knowing how to color block is really important. Like you will see a green with a dark brown, I think is a really good color blocking, or pink with a cream. I mean, some of these colors are getting a little bit played out, but the fact that kids are paying attention attention to color blocking instead of Supreme, like everything with a logo on it, I think is definitely a good direction for streetwear to be going. Companies and brands are definitely paying attention and making more outfits that are more like earth tones, things that go with a lot of different outfits. I'm all about that, man. Like being able to get pieces that all go together within your closet is really dope. That's pretty much all I had for the trends, actually. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you smash like down below. Please subscribe as well. Again, most of you guys aren't subscribed, so I really appreciate that. Leave a comment as well. Let me know if you're rocking with any of these trends. Did I miss anything? I'm sure I did. There's so many trends out there. For now, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.